Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing very well. So before we get to the topic, before we start talking today, I want to tell you guys something. Sorry, I don't want to tell you guys something. I want to wish you guys, everybody, happy Diwali, a very happy Diwali. And as you can obviously you should be able to, you might be hearing the noises of the cracker. So, and it's also night time, so there are a lot of that, and you'll get to hear that a lot. There is nothing I can do about it, so I guess we just have to deal with it. So the topic of today is, before I dive into the topic, before I start talking about the topic, I want you guys to, sorry, I don't want you guys to, I want to tell you guys a story. The story goes like this. There was a person around age 19 or 20. He was from India only. It is just a story. He was from India only, and he got money from somewhere. Let's assume that his father gave him money, 10 lakh rupees. So he decided that what shall I do with it? And so he decided, why not open a business? Why not do a business? So he was thinking about the business, what kind of business he should do, what kind, or should he invest that money, or should he buy some luxury item with that money. So he was thinking about all these things. So he came with an idea. He thought that why not do a business, why not start a business, a small scale business with this money. So but he wasn't able to come up with the idea. He wasn't able to, because of course he was not an expert, business expert already. He was just a person, and also of a very inexperienced person of 19 or 20 years old. So he went to his friend, his most close friend. Neither was he expert in business, but he went to him, and the friend has never done any business before, has no relation with business from very far. He doesn't know anything about the business. But he went to him, and he talked with him. So he said, look, bro, do this. Today trading is all very trending, right? People are doing intraday trade. People are doing small trade or big trade and making a lot of money. So that friend suggested him that, why not? Why are you want to open a business? Why do you want to invest in a business? Why not utilize this money from trading and earn quick money? Right? So he thought, oh yeah, I could do that. So what he did, that he took that money with by the advice of his friend, and he started trading. First day was nice. He made some profit. First day was good. So after day, of course, as we know that he doesn't have any knowledge, he doesn't have any experience in trading or whatsoever in market. He doesn't know. He just have started, and he decided, and also he decided by the advice of his friend. So first day was good, means it was fine. He made a little bit profit, and day was also good. But for the third day, things started going down. He started losing money because of the knowledge, because of the inexperience, because of the skill, because of the guidance, because of the lack of guidance. And he started losing a little money. So what he thought, that maybe I should put more money in one trade. So what he did, he put more money in it, and then also he started losing more. Then he took that thing on his ego, and he slowly and gradually started putting all his money in a big chunk, and he started trading all. So in the few months, he lost all his money. He has lost everything his father has gave him to do something with it, and he has not gained a single rupees of a value out of this experience. So he lost his all money. So what was the point of this video? See how many times it has happened that when we are in some difficulties, when we want some advice, when we want to do something, when we want to make some decision, when we want to change something in our life, we go to our friends for the advice. But do we think that are they really expert in giving that advice? I'm not saying that friends are not good. You should not keep friends. Friends are friends. Friends are very important aspects of our life, and the life without friends is just waste. So friends are a very vital part of our life, but there are some situation like when we go for the advice to them, either any kind of advice. So go and try to think that are they really qualified enough, are they really do they really know how the system actually work, do they really know how the system things actually work? They might know their life, they might know everything about their life, they might know everything about you, but do they know about the subject on which you want to get their advice? And if they are not really expert on that field, then most certainly not, they don't know, but just to help you, but just to support you, they will say something, they will give some advices as per their best capability. I'm not saying that they will give wrong advice, but whatever they will say as per their thinking, as per their knowledge, as per their capacity, they would believe that it is a perfect advice. But in reality what happens that most of us thinks that we know everything, we know all the things, we know all the systems, how the systems work, but in reality that we have very limited knowledge. That's the truth. I don't know, I don't care if you believe or not. You may not believe it, and you may think that you know everything by just sitting at home, but let me tell you that it is just a illusion. You don't know, neither I do. I don't know, I don't know anything. My knowledge is so limited. Like I know something, but I am aware of that there are certain things out of that. I just don't know things, how things works, how things happen. And if I assume that okay, in my life it is happening like this, and so that in there also might be happening like that only, so that would be just a stupidity, a kind of stupidity, right? Because how can I assume? Because it is not a game, right? It is not a something you don't have to guess. You have to know something is to have actual knowledge. I cannot just presume anything which I don't really know about and tell someone. So the point I was trying to take out of this conversation is seek education only from the master. That's the statement for the today. So what I'm trying to say is that whenever you need advice, whenever you want to just know about something, so try to find people, try to find people who actually know about that thing, try to find resources who actually know about those things, who have actually done about those things, and try to gain knowledge from that, what will happen. And so it is a very important thing. It is something which should not be taken lightly. It is the one of the those things that which separates a winner from a loser. You see, from a achiever from a uh, non-achiever, and it is very easy to fall in this trap, of sports, and it is can be very illusionative because, and the effects of it, the harm of it might not be really visible, because when you have tried something, right, you tried something and you have failed in it, so the cause of the problem might not be always that visible, because you have already done it, right, and you have asked your friend, so you will think that I tried everything, man, it is just not happening. But the problem might be the source of your knowledge, the source of your information. Where are you getting those information? The ways, where are you learning those things? Where are you following those things? Taking those information from whom are you following? Whose guidance are you following? So we should deliberately try to find people, deliberately try to find authentic resources which will provide us as authentic information as possible. And it is not going to be easy, right? It is not going to be easy as just going to and asking your friend. It is not going to be that easy. You have to do some work for it. You have to move. You have to go out of your comfort zone. You have to do something which you have to talk to people whom you have not talked to before. You have to be in those awkward situations for asking people with help, but it is not awkward, right? So you must remember this, help, asking for help is not awkward. It is very normal thing, and it should be cherished, not value degraded. So you have to talk to another people, you have to meet people whom you have not met, you have to read things which you have not read, you have to go through the hard processes. But remember, when you are going to do, when you are doing things, tell yourself that yes, it is hard, yes, it is going taking a lot of time, and it is taking a lot of energy, more than which I would have utilized when I would have just asked my friend, or I would have just asked my family member, or I would have just asked some random person. But tell yourself that this is the way, right? If you actually want to do something, if you actually want to make something happen, not just illusion it, not just so that you are doing, but you not just do the work of sewing, but do the work actually, then the information, the guidance which you are following is very much important. It's of paramount importance. So we should keep that in mind. That's why I have made a rule for myself that whenever I want to do something, whenever I want to know about something, before I ask someone randomly, before, of course, we can talk, definitely we can talk, I can ask my friend, I can talk on that, but I don't believe on that, because you see that I just talked about my friend. We can talk about that, and talking can of course result in very much information. And I do talk with friends, and I do talk with people, but I what and of course I'm not telling that I am super genius. It's a very simple thing. How simple it is that whenever I want to know something, I think that okay, so I deliberately try to think that what are the resources there can be, what people there can be who can actually guide me. Like, if there is a event going to held, who would give the authentic information about that event? Are those my friends who have nothing to do with that event, not interested at all in that event, but just have heard the name? Or are those people the coordinator of the event? So who are going to give the authentic information as possible? So of course the coordinators, so I try to talk with them, the coordinators, right? So we should develop this habit, we should cultivate this habit, we should uh, deliberately try to seek information, seek education only from master, and not waste our time energy with people who doesn't actually know things, how things work. They might think they know things, but you know and I know that they don't actually know. So find the people who actually know, talk with them, learn from them. And the last thing is that, yes, yes, it is not every time possible to find a mentor, to find a people who actually know things, to find resources. It can be those come those situations that you are just doing something which it is not done by other people, or just people who have done it is just out of reach. That can happen, that can definitely be a normal situation. So in those situations, what we can do in those situations we can do is, there is only one way, trial and error. We just have to go and try, and if it works, we uh, we have done it. And if it doesn't work, we make some changes and we try again. So that's the method. That's the last method. We don't do what our friends say, because they just don't know. Of course we talked with them. Friends are important. But remember this: seek education only from masters of the field subject on which you want the education. So that is it for today. I don't hope, I think this video has become so long, but these videos can be long. I cannot make them short videos, right? Because the idea which I want to convey, the thing which I want to say, takes time, and it does takes time. And I just have to, you see that I have to make things, build things for you guys. Like, I just cannot say, what if I had just come and say, learn from the masters only, seek education only for the master. I would have just come and said it. So what are the chances that you have understood it? I would say that chances would have been very less. So that is why these videos can take be longer and will be longer in the future as well. And sorry for the noise. I couldn't do anything about it. And I know for a fact that the audios of these videos are actually not bad for a fact, but I'm genuinely trying to improve that. I have also ordered a mic, and it will be in very soon here. You might be able to hear, see the mic. So that is it, and that is it. Feel free to say anything in the comments. I would really appreciate that. Whatever you say, guys. So anyway, that is it. Bickey Kumar. See you next day. Happy Diwali. Stay safe and try to enjoy. Try to not harm yourself in this Diwali. Try to be careful. I know that people are going to use crackers and all, but try to be careful. Don't harm yourself, and try to enjoy the Diwali with happiness, joy. Meet people, talk with people, celebrate with people, and see you in the next video. Bicky Kumar signing off.